guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I will be talking about my experience with taking Zoloft. 2021, I gave birth to my son. After birth, I started to experiencing really bad anxiety, really bad physical anxiety. I had no appetite. I couldn't sleep at night. And I was in a really bad place mentally. It was bad. And when I spoke with my OB, she told me that I have postpartum anxiety. I was diagnosed with postpartum anxiety and postpartum depression. At first, I didn't know what it was because nobody really talked about the crazy thing that your body could go through in the fourth trimester. Because you're thinking about, okay, after birth, I'm gonna get my body back. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna do all these positive, crazy things. Good things. You don't really think about how challenging the fourth trimester can be. For me, I had a wonderful pregnancy. I loved being pregnant. I was very active. I have really high energy. I was sleeping well. So I wasn't thinking about the fourth trimester. I will talk about in the future. I will have another video about my birth experience, but today I simply just want to talk about my experience with Zoloft. So like I said, and my OB diagnosed me with postpartum anxiety and postpartum depression. So I started off taking Zoloft. I started in a really low dose. I started in 12.5 milligrams, so it was pretty low. I stayed on that for 2 weeks, then we up it to 25. Another 2 weeks, then we up it to 37 point something. And for me, that was the highest I wanted to go. My psychiatrist wanted me to go to 50 milligrams. He said that that's the milligram that really works. But for me, I feel like even the 12 milligram, I felt like a different. It wasn't the difference wasn't. I felt was I just didn't feel like myself. I just didn't feel like myself in it. It did help me with the physicalness, with the physical things I was experiencing, like the physical anxiety. It did help with that. I was able to focus a little bit more on my son instead of like constantly focus on this anxiety thing. So it did help with that. I did have a little breather to focus on my on parenthood, to focus on my being a mom and being a wife to my husband, and focusing on better myself. So it did help, but I think after I upped the 37 something, that's when I was like, ooh, that's a little high. That's when I started having nightmares. I started having like brain fog. I started experiencing a little bit of hallucination, like a little bit of night. Like I would be like hearing like music that constantly playing in my head at nighttime. It was just kind of like, what is that, you know? And first of all, this is my experience. I don't want you guys to take everything that I say to heart. Don't overthink things that I'm saying. Everybody experienced different things on Zoloft, so I'm only talking about my experience and things that I'm experienced. My body's different. I am not a doctor. So if you're experiencing some stuff, go to your doctor, talk about it with your doctor. I'm simply just talking about my experience, my journey on Zoloft. The hardest side effects I experienced on Zoloft was the weight gain. The weight gain was tough because I always been super skinny all my life. When I was in high school, I weighed 96 pounds. After high school, the highest I ever weighed was 125. Even when I was pregnant, I weighed 150, and that was mostly the pregnancy weight. So after I gave birth, I weighed myself. I was like 130 after birth, and now on Zoloft I am 163. Yep. I would say if you want to go on Zoloft, these are the things that you should think about. If you want to go on Zoloft, like if I know what I know now and my OB was like, do you want to go on Zoloft? Do you want to give this a try? I would have like, think about the weight gain, possible weight gain, possible nightmares, possible brain fog, sleepiness all the time to such a high dose. I probably would have stayed, try to get through the first year with the 12 point something. I feel like that little 12 point something would have get me through. I feel like I didn't need the whole 37 milligram. I just feel like I just needed a little, I just needed a little something to help me with the anxiety, just to help me calm down a little bit so I could focus on what I needed to focus on. So I feel like my experience with Zoloft was okay, and I am still taking Zoloft. I'm tapering down. After talking with my psychiatrist, I decided to come off. Like I said, my baby is 14 months now, so I am ready to come off this thing. I am ready to say goodbye to Zoloft. So I am tapering really, really, really slow, because I know the side effects on this medication, the withdrawal side effects could be horrible. Could be really, 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 really bad. So I'm taking it really, really slow. I have a tapering process that's working for me. Talk to your doctor, talk to your psychiatrist, up with something that's working for you. And if you feel like what your psychiatrist is saying, what your psychiatrist is telling you is too fast, listen to your body. When you're tapering off, if you feel a little off, listen to your body. Be honest with your psychiatrist and try to come with the plan that works for you. Even if it takes like 6 months to come off, that's fine. I feel like that's fine, because it's your body and it's your experience. So listen to your psychiatrist, of course, and also listen to your body. That's what I'm doing. I've been tapering. I've been taking Zoloft for like a little bit of a year, and I've been tapering for like 4 months now, and I'm still tapering because I'm taking it really, really, really slow. My hope is to not get back on any of those medication. I just want to, it's absolutely nothing wrong with taking those type of medication. If you had a really low blow in your life, there's nothing wrong with taking them, because they do help you get through whatever hurdle that you're going through at the moment. For me, that was never a long-term plan. It was only temporary to get me through the first year of motherhood. That was my experiencing. That was the goal that I set with Zoloft. I only wanted to be on it temporary. It was never a long-term plan. That's what I told my OB, and that's what I wanted to do. Now, everybody's different. If you're okay with taking it long-term, that's you. But for me, I know that was not my plan. So I'm tapering really, really, really slow, like I said. So if I could have give you one advice with taking Zoloft is, again, listen to your body. Dose might be too high. Your body might not like that medication. So you could switch. And stuff like that. Postpartum depression is a real thing. Postpartum anxiety is a real thing. It's not fake. I experience it for myself. It's real. Reach out to someone and talk to someone, because it's okay to ask for help. As moms, we feel like we can do it all, and we can, but sometimes we need a little help. And that was what I needed. I needed just a little help to get me through the first year. A little experiencing with Zoloft. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this one.